precipitation forecast. Of course, we're still looking for the potential for heavy snows. Still around the Albany area and stretching on out toward Boston, some significant snows can be expected. And temperatures, of course, really cooling down here as we work our way in.
This is a special edition of WeatherScope, coverage of Winter Storm 96.
Hi everyone, I'm Brad Edwards in the Forecast Center of the Weather Channel. It's the winter that wouldn't end, unfortunately. We've set snowfall records up and down the East Coast. Boston is next in line. And of course, we've got another blast of some very cold air coming in with this particular system. And all day long, our own Mark Mancuso has been braving the elements out there. It's been a nasty day upstate New York. What are conditions like right now, Mark?
It's been nasty, like you said. It's still very cold here. Temperature's been holding right around 14 degrees, and the snow's been piling up. And I guess we could give you our ruler check. And if you could get Steve Angel to pan on down here, you can see it there. That's about a foot-long ruler, and you can see it's pretty much buried there. We're up to about, say, 7 or 8 inches. And this is a powder snow. So the people here that do like snow, they don't want winter to end. They want to get one more good skiing weekend in. But it looks like their dreams have come true.
That's right. Now, what about voters today? I know it's a big day for voting in New York. How are conditions for that?
It's very unfortunate that the snowstorm had to come in today on primary day. The people here in Albany were expecting about a 30 to 35% turnout, and we're probably looking at about a 15 to 20% turnout here. So with all the snow around, making for just terrible driving conditions, of course, people have been staying at home like they should.
And it looks like, Mark, at least another 3 inches could be on the way, maybe a little bit more. Well, thanks a lot. We'll be back to you in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Well, we have had a lot of snow from this system. Let's take a look at who's had what so far. Of course, we've had snowfall all the way down through the Appalachians, but the heaviest snow has been through the Allegheny Mountains on up into New York, upstate New York. The cities, though, the big cities, not seeing a whole lot of snowfall. We have reported a kind of a mixture of precipitation around New York City, although it's been basically light, so no big problems here. on up into Boston, expecting quite a bit of snow here. As a matter of fact, Boston, you could set the record. Look at Boston down the list. We're at 4.2 right now officially, and that's only 2.2 inches away from the record. Of course, most of these cities have already set the record for the snowiest winter ever, and it looks like it is going to just add another slap on the face here in the Northeast. Well, here's our low pressure area moving up the coastline, the snow to the north, and we still have some snow all the way back toward the Great Lakes and some snow showers here. As a matter of fact, our Jeff Morrow is not too far from the Pittsburgh area where snow showers continue to plague that area. What's it like, Jeff?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a squally pattern, if you know what I mean, Brad. We get a little burst of snow moving through, then it tapers off a little bit. The sun actually tried to peek out here a few times late this afternoon. Of course, that's long gone now, but we get some heavier bursts from time to time, and it is starting to accumulate slowly but surely once again. Probably another ½ inch has accumulated of very powdery, fluffy snow on the ground. It's not really hampering anybody on the Pennsylvania Turnpike here behind me. The roads here are still wet. They've been well salted and sanded, but some of the secondary roads could still be kind of messy. And if we do pick up another several inches of snow tonight, which is pretty likely, we think, then maybe the Turnpike might have some problems a bit later on.
Now, Jeff, temperatures are going to be plummeting in that area over the next 24 hours. How are people going to deal with that, do you believe?
Well, they'll deal with it the best they can. I got to tell you, everybody's pretty much tired of this winter already. It's been a bad winter, and the Somerset area here in the Laurel Highlands normally gets a lot of snow. They get a lot of lake effect snow here, and everybody's just ready for this winter to be over, and let's get on with springtime already.
We've been saying that for quite some time now, Jeff. Well, good luck to you. We'll be back to you a little bit later tonight. Yes, it is going to turn much colder here. Temperatures are falling behind the front, and they'll continue to fall in this area. Look at out towards Saginaw and Sault Ste. Marie. Temperatures already in the single digits here. Around Erie and Birmingham and Albany, temperatures 10 or 14 degrees, so very cold weather moving into this area. As the U.S. as a whole, we've got cold air all the way back, actually the center of the cold air. Oh, okay, the wind chill values, you can see they are even colder. Wind chill values dropping below 0 out there. So if you're going to venture out, it's probably not recommended, because if you do slip off the road and have to walk, you could be in for a very cold walk. Now, the big picture showing what's going on across this area, we're looking for more snow, 6 to 12 inches, especially in New England, where some of the heaviest snow will fall in the mountains there. And I guess winter is not over, but is there any sign of spring out there? Well, we go now to the studio with Sharon Resulton to look for some signs of springtime.
And let's see what we can find. We'll have to look all the way to the southwest to find anything that looks any remotely bit like spring. Otherwise, we're talking about another Arctic outbreak, more cold temperatures, as you can see here. What you're looking at are the current readings. 0 up around International Falls, 28 as we head all the way down to New York City, and 36 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, it's cold and pretty likely to stay that way as we head right on into the weekend across much of the east. What you're looking at now are the wind chills getting close to the dangerously cold category, I'd say, heading into the northern plain states. 30 below is what it actually feels like around the Twin Cities. It feels like 11 below for you folks.